Hi, today we're going to be discussing different adhesives and the best practices for some of our suspension products here with Coyote. Let's take a look at our low profile Summit Lock and our Summit Lock. Our Summit Lock offers the ability to add a rotational control to a socket design post-fabrication. For example, we are able to use our liner attachment piece and connect this to our patient's liner. Then we are able to install the clip lower onto the socket, and with a hole opening, the ratchet strap is then able, once connected to the liner, to slide into the mechanism. We have a full video explaining all of the steps to this process, but we do recommend for our Summit and our low profile Summit Lock to utilize Coyote Quik 90-second epoxy. This allows for the most flexibility out of all of our glues. However, any of the other glue options can be utilized as well. They also come in smaller batch sizes also. When working with the low profile Summit Lock, this is utilized when you know ahead of time that your patient needs rotational control or zero clearance as well. This means you don't have to have a lock mechanism on the distal aspect of their limb. This could be really great for individuals who may experience discomfort from traditional pin systems tugging at the bottom of their limb. With this, we also have the liner attachment, which you will want to ensure that you prep properly according to our full detailed instructions. The glue plate allows you to evenly spread the glue and have good adhesion to the liner. This is the dummy piece, so this will be put onto your plaster model with nails, or if you're using an inner flexible, you want to glue it again with our Coyote Quik Glue to the outside of your inner flexible. You do not want to use the holes on the inner flexible to avoid accidentally puncturing the side of your inner flexible. Once your lamination is complete, this will be removed, and then your final Low Pro Summit Lock will be fit in. You will want to add some again of our Coyote Quik Glue to that installation and have a press fit seal into it with the glue ensuring optimal adhesion. Now let's take a look at our products that use more of a silicone glue or silicone adhesive. We have our wave suction band and our Proximal lock. Our wave suction band has a full instructional video on how to properly install the wave suction band onto a fabric-based liner. Be sure to check out that on our YouTube page and our website. The wave suction band does come with a large tube of the silicone adhesive necessary for proper installation. When we look at our Proximal lock, it also comes with a smaller tube of the necessary silicone adhesive. This Proximal lock also offers a zero clearance option, allowing patients, again, to ratchet into a socket without having to line up a pin suspension. This is a great option for individuals ranging from very active to more low endurance levels, where potentially they need assistance with donning from a caregiver or like a better visual than having to find a pin at the distal end of a socket. Here we also have our glue mounting plate, and we have our dummy as well for the clip that will be installed into the socket after fabrication. With our Proximal lock, on the back side, you can see that our attachment is now a little bit more visible than in previous models. With this, we have done it to where the attachment piece here is more deeply seated into the silicone, so you may be able to see a little bit more on the back side. When applying your silicone adhesive, you want to ensure that you have a nice even coat all alongside of the back and that it has been prepped properly. Again, see our full instructions for how to properly install this onto a liner. Some best practices are to install the reinforcement patch over the top. This can also be done with a small amount of the silicone adhesive as well. Another thing to consider is that oftentimes if you don't have good adhesion and enough silicone, as the patient dons, you may find these edges tend to roll up without the proper installation or silicone adhesive. An additional amount of silicone can be added to the bottom and border edges of the Proximal lock and then slightly smoothed to ensure that there is good adhesion and that there is not much friction against the socket. The reinforcement patch also helps to minimize that friction against the socket as well and give a good reinforcement to the Proximal lock. If you have any questions regarding any of our adhesives or glues, feel free to reach out to our team over at Coyote for any of your technical, educational, or sales-related questions. Thanks so much.